Hello and welcome into another price update here at Cryptocurrency Analysis Nikola Lazic. In today's video we are going to cover the price action of Zilliqa against Bitcoin. So let's jump into our chart. Looking at the hourly chart for Zilliqa against Bitcoin, we can see that the price came down by around 11%, measured from its highest point at around 209 Satoshi levels to its lowest spike to the downside at 185 Satoshi. The price has started recovering since and is it's making a slight retest of this prior low here, and is likely going to find resistance there again and continue moving to the downside. We can see a start of an impulse wave to the upside, as prior to this decrease we have seen a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steep impulsive move, and this could have been its lower degree correctional downside movement, after which further increase could be expected. But zooming out, we can see that this was a part of a higher degree descending move, which started on the 11th of August when the price was at 242 Satoshi, and that was the highest the price has been since the 7th of July, when it was traded slightly below those levels. As the price kind of entered this seller's range above this high level here and retested it again numerous times, especially here when the selling was activated, we have seen the start of a descending move. This is why this recent decline could be its higher degree counterpart, and is potentially going to be only its first subwave. In that case, the prior upside move was correctional in nature, and now we are to see further downtrend continuation for a lower low compared to the July's one at around 152 Satoshi level. Zooming out further onto the 4-hour chart, we can see that this structure is part of an even higher descending move that started on the 11th of June. Then the price came up to around the 305 Satoshi level, from where it fell down by 44.25%, which is why we have started seeing this sideways movement here from the beginning of July. Looking at our Elliott wave count, we can see that this 4-hour chart is implying that further downside would be expected for the price of Zilliqa in the upcoming period. This is because on the 11th of June we have most likely seen the completion of this third wave of minute count, and is why now we are seeing a higher degree correction, which is a fourth wave of the same impulse to the upside. If this is true, then we are seeing the development of an ABC correction, and particularly the development of this C wave, which is subdivided into 5 waves and is to be equal in length, or even a bit higher than the A wave. If we project the wave length of the A wave onto the presumed ending point of this B wave here, we come up with a target of around 102 Satoshi level, which would lead the price close to this support zone here. This support zone is the ending point of this first wave out of this minute 5-wave impulse count to the upside, and would be the maximum on which the price could go according to this count. If the price continues moving to the downside and enters the territory of this first wave, then this count in which we are likely to see further increase after the descending move and another higher high compared to the one made in June, this count would be invalidated. So we are going to see what happens at this area here. The price structure also implies that the Fibonacci retracement level, the intersection with this descending trend line, is a significant point of interest. So most likely we are going to see the price of Zilliqa decrease in somewhere around this region here, between 120 Satoshi levels to 96, 95 Satoshi level. After this, however, we can anticipate, if the price manages to hold and keeps the support there, we can expect to see another upside move that is set to bring the price of Zilliqa higher than in June, as the fifth wave should develop above this third wave's high here. We could see a kind of a truncation with the price retesting the Fibonacci level here, which zooming out on the daily chart, we can see that would be a retest of this last June's high before the end of this fifth wave. But however, as we have seen some kind of a cup and handle, out of which we are currently seeing this handle developing, we are yet to see further increase than this high here as well, after a breakout is to be made. So then in that case, especially if the fifth wave gets extended, I could expect to see it somewhere around 500 Satoshi levels, even maybe potentially higher, as a retest of this next significant horizontal resistance zone. This horizontal level here is highly significant, and is the first major one which the price struggled to break on numerous occasions before finally making a breakout in November 2018. But again, managed to go above it, and a final breakout was made around the 6th or 7th of April in 2019. This is why we are most likely to see the fifth wave coming to those levels, and from the expected decline area, that would be somewhere over 387% against Bitcoin. But there is another possibility in which we could have already seen the end of this ABC correction, which is the fourth wave of higher degree. But looking at the wave structure, that isn't as likely. But if we had, then it would look something like this. But looking at this chart here, I am definitely leaning towards the prior count, because we can clearly see that this is a 5-wave structure instead of the 3-wave one, which should be the B wave, a 3-wave correction to the upside. And we are here seeing another ABC, which cannot be a C wave, as it's subdivided into a 5-wave impulse. So, but again, there is a possibility in which this impulse here hasn't ended, and we are yet to see the completion of this ABC structure, or the beginning of another fifth wave to the upside, in which case this whole structure here currently seen would be the fourth wave out of this lower degree count, and this one would be invalidated, as we have seen the completion of this C wave here. But if this is true, then the price cannot enter the territory of this first wave here, which is going to be a pivot in point of indication. That would bring the price of Zilliqa somewhere below 180 Satoshi level if it's to enter the first wave. So this is a pivot point for this scenario here, in which we are to see immediate breakout above this descending resistance level here. So we have seen that the price of Zilliqa is undergoing a downside movement, out of which we are to see if further price increase is still in play. We have outlined two major pivot point levels, so in the upcoming period we are going to closely monitor what happens at those levels. This was all for today's video. If you want to stay on top of my latest price expectations, make sure to join my free mailing list. You get notified every time I put something out, so if you want to follow me and my analytical content, make sure to get there, because that is the way I streamline most of my analytical outlooks. Happy trading and cheers!